ever wanted to have hair like an old Hollywood movie star? Or just want to have hair like me? For the past 5 months, I've mastered the best technique to obtain beautiful curls, and I've become quite the expert. And the best technique to be able to get beautiful curls like an old Hollywood movie star is foam rollers. These are the kind of things that old ladies wear in cartoons. But I promise you, with this hairstyle, you won't look like an old lady, but rather a modern day Rita Hayworth. Using foam rollers, today I'm going to teach you how to prep your hair, how to put rollers in, and how to take them out. Using foam rollers is an easy and safe way to switch up your hairstyle and give your hair some much needed volume. Now before we get into actually doing your hair, let's go over the things that you're going to need. You're going to need a hairbrush, some hair product, foam rollers, and your hair. Let's begin by prepping your hair. You're going to start with taking some hair product. You can use gels, mousses, oils. Sometimes people use like hair cream. I'm going to be using hair oil. I already applied some to her hair, but we're going to add some more. You're just going to get a decent amount in your hand, rub it together, and apply it to all sections of your hair. It's also important to start out with having your hair being dry, not damp or wet, because if it's damp or wet, it's going to stay that way, and that's not good for your hair, especially when you're doing curls. Then you're going to grab your hairbrush, and you're just going to comb it through your hair to get all those knots and snarls out before you begin. Just like that. Sometimes it's a little difficult. Next, you're going to actually put the rollers in your hair. Before you begin that, it's time to pick out which rollers you want. In a standard pack like mine, you're going to get 4 different types of rollers. I typically use these big pink ones and these little orange ones. So firstly, you're going to unclip the roller, take a smaller section of your hair, about this big, grab the roller, twist the end of your hair around it, and roll up. You should roll to about your chin or your nose length, depending on how long your hair is. Because her hair is a little longer than mine, it's probably going to fall about chin length. But the big question here is, because my rollers have clips on them, what happens if the clip suddenly breaks off? What you're going to do if that happens is you're just going to unroll your hair, grab the clip, and put it right back on. Now, because you have your roller in your hair and it hasn't fallen off, you're probably wondering, how long do you have to keep it in for? Typically, I sleep in with them overnight with a bonnet on my head to protect the rollers from falling out, but you can also leave them in for 1 to 2 hours if you aren't going to sleep with them overnight. But how do you take them out? Now, you're just going to grab, when you're done with them, sleep in from 1 to 2 hours or sleep with them overnight, you're going to grab your clip here, unclip it, unclip it this way, and just unroll your hair. Now when you're unrolling your hair, it's important to turn your head this way, turn your roller this way, and unravel it just like this. Your hair might possibly get stuck, but you're just going to have to pull it off. If you have longer hair, it's probably going to get a little tangled. Using foam rollers is an easy and safe way to switch up your hairstyle and give it some much needed volume. Today I taught you to get your hair prepped, how to take the rollers out, and how to put your rollers in, and how to take them out without ripping your hair out of your head. Because of this demonstration, you'll be able to feel just as glamorous as an old Hollywood movie star and have equally as much confidence with your brand new hairstyle.